and welcome back to the couch. We saved you a seat. My name is Luke.
And I'm Emily. Hi. If you have joined us tonight, you are in for a really good treat. A spicy a spicy little time, and Luke is already full of it. So tonight it's chapters 48 through 51 of A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas.
If you've been with us before, you know the deal. We have memberships. You can follow along by using the Amazon link below and purchase the book or purchase something else. If this is your first time, there are two playlists, actually. This is the second book, obviously. There's the first book. We've already done that, and we do this in sections. And what we're going to do now, because this one is the Smut Oracle, and she knows all about this kind of stuff. She's kind of laid the foundation for us. And this is my first time reading this kind of stuff. So you're getting my first impressions as a straight man reading Romantasy. So, gonna kick it off to Emily to give the chapter by chapter recap before we do first impressions. Go ahead.
Great. Well, tonight we're covering chapters 48 through 51, also known as The Universe Absolutely Will Not Leave These Two Alone and Have a Little Peace. So we kick off at the end with one bed, because of course there is. And Feyre and Rhys finally stop pretending they're just friends with intense eye contact. Things get real, things get emotional, things get immediately punished by the plot, because in the very next chapter, Hybern shows up like, hey, we heard you were happy, and shoots Rhys out of the sky. Feyre goes from post-hookup glow to emergency trauma surgeon in under 10 seconds. Chapter 50 is Feyre doing the most, healing Rhys, trapping the Surreal for answers, and casually finding out they're mates while he's actively dying. Truly a wild time to receive life-altering romantic information, but okay. They survive, barely. Everyone is emotionally fried. So in chapter 51, Feyre asks Moore to fly her somewhere far away to get the hell away from her new mate, who is still not doing well. We go to a remote cabin to force a timeout before anyone makes another terrible decision fueled by adrenaline and feelings. So yeah, one bed, one ambush, one soul bond revelation, and an enforced emotional sabbatical. So Luke, are you ready?
Yes! No one comes to the kitchen couch for the food. Let's hit it. Oh my god. Buddy.
I've been waiting this whole time.
No free shout outs. But this was KFC. Finger licking good. Okay.
No!
What? I've been waiting all day to say that. I have.
No! Oh my god.
What else was I supposed to say?
I know. It's fair.
There's like 4 or 5 pages of
It's fair.
Hyper intense, not very intense, hyper intense sexuality, and it's awesome.
Welcome to the big leagues, babe.
Let's start from late beginning. The bathroom dirty, obviously. What are we doing? That was hilarious. He's like, I'm not shitting there. I'll go outside. That was awesome. It's like, yeah, me neither, Vera. Go shit outside.
Gross. Bye.
Those aren't meant for high fae cheeks. That's what she said, actually. Which is kind of awesome. So when she goes upstairs and she changes and he goes and gets some like soup, rabbit soup or hare soup or whatever stew. It's just random assortment of what do you call it? Earth tubers and meat that they catch. You then get the You then she changes, he comes up, he changes. Oh, there's not enough room for fire, and there's not enough room in the bed, so we should share body warmth. Oh boy, does he drop a number on her right before this. And if it wasn't him in this very specific situation, I would say it was manipulative. But I'm going to read out loud what he says. He says, I'm thinking.
Oh, right. Hold on. It's because it's their thing. It's not like he did it.
But
it's
he doesn't share like this. This is
I know.
much worse. So you think it was manipulative because it's out of character for him to be splayed out on a table like this in terms emotionally, not physically. That I look at you and feel like I'm dying, like I can't breathe. I'm thinking that I want you so badly I can't concentrate. Half the time I'm around you, and this room is too small for me to properly bed you, especially with the wings. She's like,
okay, wasn't really expecting that.
Yeah. But, I thought we were
past. But she returns in kind.
Yeah, she does.
Says, I can't stop thinking about you, and that has been that way for a long while, even before I left the spring court, and maybe that makes me a traitorous, lying piece of trash. But he's like, can we please not?
So that's a big moment for her, and I appreciate her saying that, because she's not ever said that to anybody in this book. That, hey, this is how I feel about this scenario. Very aware of the timing of the immortals. I think we talked a little bit about this in the last chapter. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty good. And then that's when we get to the canoodling a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, oh, we should go to sleep. Okay, no expectations, just body heat.
Boy, they jump to it immediately too, don't they? And she sees his wings, and she's like, huh, let's see how this will go down. And then he says, greedy. He murmurs, first you terrorize me with your cold hands, and now you want... What is it that you want, Feyre? All this time, by the way, he's been reading her mind like effortlessly, because I think they're on the same wavelength. I think that's kind of how that goes. Even if she had her barriers up, since they're all on the same path, there's no chance he doesn't kind of get it. He even mentions that he can tell what she's thinking based on facial expressions, which I think is great. I cried out just a little, aching fully against him. Hilarious. The rest of the stuff I'm not going to jump into. I already made the pun about finger looking good. We kind of get it. They don't have the full sex, but it is like the most intense. It's the most intense sexual encounter that we've seen between these two books. And it's hot and it's sexy. It's not too much. Actually, like I was afraid it was going to be another 3 pages about how many, of the Kama Sutra positions they tried and all sorts of stuff. But like he makes sure it's about her, which is what she wanted, right? She even says to him, it's a point of contention later, but she says she's, so I want to have fun.
Yeah. So he says, what is it that you want? She says, I knew what he wanted me to say. I wouldn't give him the satisfaction of it. Not yet. So I said, I want a distraction. I want fun. And then she said, his body again tends behind mine. And I wondered if somehow he didn't see it for the lie that it was. If he thought that was all I indeed really wanted.
Right. And look, we're talking about trauma. It stinks. Yeah. And this is actually her fault.
It is her fault. It's totally her fault. And it's totally her fault, because he was honest. She wasn't.
And he's been honest since the mountain. Since that moment when he said, hey, this is just your body reacting. We really are just here for something else. Let's stay on the prize here. But she continued from that point forward. She kind of continues with her little fairy tale flirty bullshit, because she thinks she's helping him, and he's like, I appreciate it, but right now I'm trying to be earnest and honest. And there's a lot of cool stuff that happens again and again. Please, I managed to say, he smiled again. He smiled against my neck. There are those missing manners. I think it's awesome. She said please, and he mentions manners as if it's like royalty or some bullshit. It's kind of funny. She moans a little bit. It's a forward to back situation, assuming I'm the big spoon. And he's got his arms wrapped around her. Super hot positioning to be with you. They get pretty far into it, and then she turns to face him, and they continue to do this. I'm sure everyone in this inn knew what the hell is happening. Let's not get, they didn't have indoor insulation, or maybe they did. They have some factory making fiberglass somewhere. Because girls like to be cold.
Yep. So, some things are happening. I really appreciate, that he is like talking her through it a little bit, which is nice, encouraging. And then he cuts himself off. So he almost reveals a little too much too soon. So they're like in the midst of it. She's turned herself around. They're like looking at each other while it's happening. And he says, you have no idea how much and then he doesn't say anything. he cuts himself off and just says her name, and then that's like the end of that. I
love that. I love this. The sound of my name on his lips was my undoing.
Mm-hmm.
This is for the men.
Thank you. Yes.
Let's move forward.
That is for the men.
That's for the men.
Also, some quotations that I would also like to point out for the men. That's it, he murmured with his lips tracing my ear. That's a pro move. Okay, yep. That's a pro move.
Yeah. We're talking about expert level teasing.
Yep, it's pro move right there. So anyway, it happens. Then he does something audacious. We already talked about it. Then we have a little fun moment where she acts like she's going to reciprocate. He's like, no. There's not enough space or time for all of the things that I have thought about doing to you. So go to sleep. It's adorable.
It's adorable.
And they both sleep really well that night.
Which is actually my favorite part. If I'm being very honest with you, because if we're talking about like my romantic side, like we're talking deep shit, that's the thing I miss the most about being in a relationship, actually, is waking up after sound asleep next to somebody that I care about deeply and being like, oh, the sun's up. Like, and oh, it feels like New Year's Day every single day. And it's really cool. So that's like what's happened here is there's been this like, dramatic release, and the moment they wake up, everything feels new and fresh and interesting. And I could honestly, if we did like a rated R version of this chapter recap, we could, because I've got stories. But overall, it was hot and awesome. It is the yin to the throne room yang situation. Which is really, really cool.
Also,
it's only
what I love about what I love about SJM and all of her writings and all the things is like enthusiasm, consent. He makes her say, what do you want? Like, how far is this gonna go? Like, it's always enthusiastic consent with Rhys.
The lazy lines on the stomach is awesome. I can't breathe when I look at you. Let me touch you. Because I was jealous and pissed off. She's mine. I shut out the thoughts, the bites, pieces. The bits and pieces he'd given me. Rhys. Oh, the band of the pants that kept playing it like with his dinner. Guys, come on. Just dudes, come on. Like that's. It's awesome. It's a really cool scene. Like, I don't even mean that in a sexual. It's actually just a cool. It's written well enough that you could say, "Oh, hey, there's depth to this."
It's like that slice of life that you like, but also the slice of life just happens to be quite spicy.
It's not like do. It's for the plot. It's for the plot. But yeah.
So we wake up the next day and things are nice and it's not awkward, which is really exciting. And he's like, do you want to take a bath? And she's like, no, please get me the fuck out of here. It is so gross.
Hey, unironically, a good thing. Find out later, that's a good thing. But yeah, I wouldn't want to take a bath there either. I'm a dirty boy. And
yeah. So they start flying away and they are about to have a conversation. He's interrupted because there's like an arrow that like zings right through his wing. And then I hope
it's not how
it is in my mind. What I've told myself is that he is about to tell her what we're about to find out from not him.
Yeah, that's what I have too.
And he can't get it out fast enough because of Highburn and ash arrows and all the things.
I think he wasn't willing to sleep with her like fully until he had this conversation.
Correct.
And you're led to believe that this is the last secret.
Right.
The way it's written. Now, I don't know if there are more secrets. There could be. But I don't know if there are. And they focus. You don't know it's Highburn when he's shot.
Right.
He shot several times and they careen onto the canvas floor of this wooded area. And then she takes a moment to take a deep breath and remember who she is and her capacity for magic. And then she has one of the coolest ninja style scenes of all time, where she's like shadow stepping to branches, hunting these things that have captured Rhys, I assume, while she's trying to communicate with. Honestly, we're going to cool action mode right here. It's kind of awesome that this did what it did, and then the following chapter did what it did. It's actually dope. It's probably the best section of the book. I know I've said this a lot, but I think it's either one or two. The other slice of life one, where she's hanging out in Valeris and just doing Valeris things, is also super fun. But I think this is the best section.
Right.
Right. Yeah, the whole like hopping and then the hunting party separated. So here's the thing. There's a lot of unanswered questions here. Like she's saying things without evidence, with only assumptions. So she's like, "Oh, there are 12 of them. Okay, cool. I've seen Aragorn do the same thing. There are the group has split up in order to keep me off their trail, but I can still smell his scent." And then she realizes she can smell herself on him because no bath time. She catches up to them, and before she sees them in this cave in a glimmer of light, this is actually my favorite part. She takes ash arrows that she's found on her way, breaks them, creates daggers out of them. I love this part, by the way. And she goes in and she scouts a little bit. They can't see her. And she uses the winnowing to do the thing that we talked about already, where she just and slits throats. Yeah. She's just like, yeah. No remorse. None.
Nope.
This is so much different than the girl we saw at the end of the first book. This was ill intent. Like this means war, and I don't mean that politically, but also politically. This is like the moment Rhys is taken out, I think she realizes the impact. Right. Because he is also High Lord, and that means they're all up on the chopping block. Right. And you don't know if he's the first one to be taken out or what the deal is, because they've been out in the woods forever. But it makes sense to assume that, oh yeah, he's the first one to get taken out. Yeah. And they need to figure out something politically. But going back to the more intimate and the more like micro, boy, what a cool scene. Just like she talks about slitting throats, like she let the blood out of the animals.
Yeah, she does. And I guess like I didn't see it as like an assumption kind of thing. I just saw that back to like her roots of like being the huntress and being able to track. Because like she said earlier in some episode, like in the couple episodes back, when she was like, I can track just as well. Azriel and I together on the ground, like we can track. Like, let me do what I'm good at. Yeah. So I guess I just saw this as like her extension of her skills.
So we agree. Tracking. We agree. I'm talking about when she's like, oh, they separated because they didn't want to get tracked. And
yeah, we don't really know why. Like it could have been
like she says,
a couple of the others had to go like fuck off to find somebody else. Like
they also claimed to take their clothes. She was like, oh, they've taken his clothes that way and they've taken him that way, but I can smell me on him that way, so I'm gonna go that way. But yeah, the whole like winnowing bind. And she clears the room pretty quick. She's learned a lot. Nice job, Cassie.
Good job, Cass.
And Rhys Poo. The arrows have poison on them as well as ash, and she manages to hustle him out of this cave.
And he's got like those like the weird metal chains that
there are from
nullify power.
You don't know they're from Hybern until later, but and she tries to break them and she manages to break them. I figured it was iron. I figured it was some sort of iron joke, like, oh, this is not actually iron, it's actually magic metal that they make at Hybern. And she gets him out, and they end up at the cave near the clearing that they used before, and that's when I legit thought this was the perishing moment.
He was gonna die.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
This we weren't even gonna get to. Yeah.
Like, this was the right time for him to die too. Like, in terms of like storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his story is more or less over. You know, like, if the tragedy that would come from it ultimately would turn. You could create
her.
You could blossom a lot out of it, and we still have this much more for him to get killed, so he still has a chance. Like, I'm not trying to. We can have a moment of silence for the future of Rhys, but we're not going to do that because he hasn't actually died yet. But poison, she gets. I love she hears the whips and she kills the guy with the whips first. It's like, you will not hurt my Rhys poo. But no,
don't touch my man.
My man's. But she doesn't use like overwhelming power. She literally is stabbing them, which I think is like, she could be like pew 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 pew. I also love. Sorry, I wanted to bring back. She uses her wind power that she kind of just learned.
Right, she catches herself. She like makes a little force field and catches herself so she doesn't slam into the ground when she's falling. Also, like, Rhys is like does the thing that he always does, which is, I'm going to protect you, so I'm going to like shove you, use all of my power to get you as far away as possible.
Yeah. It's
adorable.
It's adorable. But she gets him out and she starts using the knife to cut through the arrows, and she's telling him, waxing poetically about painting. I literally, like, I was reading, I was like, I'm going to get to the end of this page and he's going to die. Like, right there. She won't get the last one out and he's just going to be hanging by one arrow and he's just going to drift away. I would have been okay with it, not gonna lie to you. As long as it supported the story, I don't care. But he doesn't, thankfully.
It doesn't happen. Doesn't happen.
He doesn't.
But she does say, so when she's talking to, like, telling him stories, she says, like, I used to like to paint a lot, but we had no money. Like, we were poor as fuck. And so she talks about painting this little 3-drawer cabinet, and she painted one for each of her sisters and for herself. And so for Lane, she painted flowers. Course. And for Nesta, she painted flames. And he was like, what did you paint for yourself? And it was like, the night sky, and I never really knew why.
That part I had to heavy eye roll, because I remember when that night sky spat all over her face like days before. So
yeah, so that happened, and then he passes out. She tries to like take care of him, but he's got the fevers because he's poisoned.
He does. He's got the fever.
He's got the fevers because he's poisoned and he's not doing well, and she doesn't think she can carry him back to camp because it's pretty far. So she's like, you know what? I know what I can do. I can go do the thing that I was told no one can do, and I'm gonna do it twice, baby. And she catches that cereal.
Yeah, actually, a genius move here. Actually, when she did, I was like, oh yeah, of course she could do this. Like, I didn't even think about it twice. Did you? Like, when you first read that, you were just like, oh, no, shit, like, she's doing the thing. I was just like, oh yeah, no, she's doing the thing. This is
yeah, no, like, I'm like, it's like the like, cereal is like her personal Wikipedia, like a wiki ask.
Hey Google, how do I
cereal? Hey cereal, how do I save him?
I have a. It's like she rolled her D&D dice and she got like a 2 and she's like, fuck, I need a cheat code. Oh, I have a cheat code.
I have one. Hold on.
And so she catches this thing again, and the cereal's like, "Oh hell, I'll help you." And
he's like, "Ooh, you look different. Looks like some shit worked out for you. So glad you finally listened to me, you stupid bitch."
So the cereal is the author.
The cereal is what?
The author. Like, I'm now understanding that the cereal is it's essentially breaking the fourth wall. Yeah. Because of the capacity for what I can tell you. Like, it's essentially like, it's like, dear omnipotent creature, what can I do here? Well, if you spit blood in his mouth and give him a flower, he'll be fine. It's like, how did you know? And it's like, I wrote the book.
I wrote it. I actually have a really great theory about the cereal, but again, can't talk about it until a person has read all of ACOTAR as well as Throne of Glass.
Okay.
Or you can go watch the video, in which there is a video where I say what my theory is on
about the sweater
Oracle page.
About the sweater and it being yeah, I did watch a little bit of that. That makes sense. Because you mentioned me in it. I only watched up to that point.
He says I only watch things that involve me.
Yeah.
It's just a man. Anyway, so Feyre goes to the cereal.
This is where shit stops getting polite and starts getting real. Like real world. Rest in peace, MTV. They got canceled, but did you know that?
No, I didn't. But
MTV ended like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, rest in peace. You want to have a moment of silence? I mean, ironically, there's music television, but we can have a moment of silence. Here we go. Ready?
Okay, I think I'm good.
Whoa! That was rude.
Sorry. It was a moment.
You know what? A moment. No, you know what? You were with me when I was bored. I'm kidding. Okay. So the serial uses the word mate intentionally, and you find out in the first book that people that are, and in this one very early on because of the story with Rhys's father, that the mated people are, it's star-crossed. It is
a bond beyond all bonds. It supersedes marriage. It supersedes anything else. It supersedes all of. It's the most important relationship or like bond that you can share with a person.
Correct. It's like the Force, except for it's a relationship. Like it's unseen. You don't know.
It's sacred.
It controls itself. Right. Yeah. Does it control your actions? Partially, but it also obeys your commands. Thank you, Obi-Wan Kenobi. So you've got this moment, and Feyre starts getting hot because she's like,
what? Excuse me? She's like, hold on, I just hallucinated for a second. What did you say? Did you
use this particular word intentionally?
She's like, did you just? Yeah.
And she does. And this is after she's heard this, like, oh yeah, you're the blood with the flower and that whatnot, which was awesome and kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
And she's like, she said yes, of course, this is the situation, and she pulls the arrow and releases the cereal, and.
Well, and this is what I love about that we do get out of the serial. While yes, we do get the information, and I wish we had gotten it from Rhys first. What I do like about the serial is that I think the serial gives her something that no one else could, which is perspective that is completely unbiased. So she's like, how can I possibly be his mate? And then she's thinking, she doesn't say it, but she says mates were equals, matched, at least in some ways. And the serial says, he is the most powerful High Lord to ever walk this earth. You are new. You are made of all 7 High Lords, unlike anything. Are you two not similar in that? Are you not matched? Like, because I feel like if she hadn't heard that, we would have a whole other book of her being an idiot, thinking that she wasn't worthy to be his mate, which is bullshit. And I'm so over that crap. So finally, we get someone who's like an outsider third party who can be like, stop being stupid.
She also confirms a guess, which is he is the most powerful High Lord to ever walk this earth. So, like, because before it was only stated by Rhys, and you just kind of like, oh well, everyone treats him like that, so he just is. But when the serial says it, it's like, oh no, that's unbiased. That is a statement of fact. So so that was a confirmation for that too, which is huge. She leaves the serial, whatever. They kind of wink at each other, just like, thanks, Sarah J. Maas. And Sarah J. Maas is like, thank you, Feyre. Continue the plot. And then she goes off to continue the plot. And it happens.
And she chooses, by the way, hatefulness.
It does. That happens in Lord of the Rings too, by the way. In Lord of the Rings, the characters, Frodo and his buddies, they go and actually meet an omnipotent character in the books who's like basically the writer and who isn't affected by the ring at all whatsoever, but everybody else is. Anywho, similar vibe. She goes and finds the thing. She goes back to Rhys and she shoves stuff in his mouth and he obeys and frowning. You also find out she can heal people. She actually, like, it's not spoken about, but she has healing.
One of the healing powers is from Helion, who's the High Lord of the Day Court.
Helion is actually his name. I did not pick that up. Helion.
Yeah, Helion.
Sarah J. Maas, I just gave you props, and you give me Helion. Okay.
It's not. It's spelled different.
Of course it is.
But his name is Helion.
No, it's okay. Me and my buddies are gonna go get some unobtainium from that planet that the blue people live on.
Oh my God! Stop.
Jesus. Anyway.
So, yes. Anyway, she's like really, her feathers are ruffled. Her feathers are ruffled for a specific reason. And she says he had promised not to lie, not to keep things from me. And this, the most important thing in my immortal existence, he kept from me.
So, and I'm big on transparency.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that she has much to think about here.
I agree. I understand why she's mad.
Oh, for sure.
But I also am like, I don't care. Get over it. In my opinion, he gave her agency. Yeah, he didn't tell her the truth, but if he told her the truth, he would have been fucked anyway, because she would have been like, oh, it's manipulation. Now I have no choice.
Yeah. I mean, the steps, like, what is he supposed to do?
Right.
Like, he knew.
Right.
More knew. All of them kind of suspected outside of them. Who cares? There's a Scrubs episode where everyone finds out that Carla's pregnant before Carla finds out she's pregnant. Somehow, it's actually a pretty well written episode. And then they're all afraid to tell her because, they all know, but she doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, buddy, she's having a baby. Who gives a shit? Like, who cares? Yeah.
Right.
I wish somebody were to come to me and say, hey, you know this person right here? Yeah, I've seen her a few times. That's the one. Just got to go talk to her. I wish someone would say that to me. You know what I mean? Like I understand the frustration with feeling manipulated, with not being communicated with. I do. But come on, dude.
Mm-hmm.
There are worse things in the world than your mated soulmate to be in the room next to you and being the most powerful thing in the universe. So
I know.
Anyway.
I know.
And devilishly handsome. And I bet he can sing too, motherfucker.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about somebody can sing, but we don't know if it's him. So yeah, he basically finds out. So she's like, when did you know? And he says, I suspected for a while. I knew for certain when Amarantha was killing you. And when we stood on the balcony under the mountain right after we were freed, I felt it snap into place between us. I think when you were made, it heightened the smell of the bond. I looked at you then and the strength of it hit me like a blow. And there's that weird moment at the end of A Court of Thorns and Roses when all of a sudden he's like, something happens. And she's like, what the hell's wrong with you? And then he disappears. And he disappears before he can say anything or give it away.
Right.
But yeah, well, do you want to talk about what that means? What he's endured thus far?
What do you mean? Am I missing something?
So that's why he can basically read her mind, is because they're mates. And so that.
Can he not do that with everyone?
He can if their shields are down. Remember, she can shield him. Like, if people can shield against a Daemati, then he can't read their mind. But he can always read her mind. And she thought it was because of the bargain. It has nothing to do with the bargain. It's the mating bond, which is why he has instant connection all the time to her brain.
So why? Okay, that's not made very clear. I missed that completely. I am so sorry.
Yeah. So, but what that means though is he's basically had open channel most of the time. He's had to keep himself from watching her side of things because he's it's always available. But that means he let her choose. He let her stay with Tamlin. he knew she was in a bad way because he knew everything she was doing. When she and Tamlin were fucking, he knew.
Yeah.
Like, he knew all of these things, and he let her choose that. He was never going to tell her they were mates because
that's what I'm saying. Get over yourself. Get over yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's okay, but get over yourself. You're
right. And then he saved her because she literally begged anyone to save her.
Right.
So she did.
Also,
and like she literally was like, anybody, please just save me from marrying this. This is a bad idea. And so he did. He swoops in and saves her and becomes the villain so that he can, she can get out of the thing that she really doesn't want. He's like kind of been protecting her and like overprotective in some ways that you're like, why is this a thing? It's because he's known this whole time.
Yeah.
This whole time he's known.
And so you mean to tell me he's been a good guy this entire time?
Yeah. I know, right? But also, sometimes at the beginning we were like, is that a manipulation or is that a blah, blah, blah? Like, no, they're mates. He loves her.
He doesn't just love her. He's the other half of her equation.
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like the Force. It's more like an ethereal thing. It's an energy beyond something they can control or talk about. They're star-crossed. It's just me. Like when I was reading her frustration, like I understand being frustrated and I understand the cold shoulder business, but he just had a near-death experience. What if he dies?
Right.
Get over yourself.
Right.
He has so many enemies. Get over yourself.
Right.
That's how I was thinking that the entire time.
Yeah. Okay, so this is where my husband tapped out. So he tried to read these. He tried to read them.
He tapped out at a woman being a woman.
Yeah. Because he literally was like, I would have dumped her. I'm like, they're mates. He's like, I don't care. I'd have rejected it.
Oh yeah.
Not doing it.
You want to talk about a red flag? Old girl was like, I just want fun, man, because I think that's what you want to hear, man. And it's just like, he's like, no, actually, we're star-crossed lovers, and I'm sorry.
Like, actually, I need you to catch the heck up because we're meant to be together.
I'm sorry that the author had to tell you that when you summoned the author to the wood, and when they did, you were just like, oh no, all of this was a manipulation. No, it wasn't. You got to choose all of this. Like, what are you talking about?
My husband got through this book and then not very far into the next one. And then he just was like, she annoyed me. I can't get over it. He said, I'm still mad at her. He's mad at her for what she does right here, which is he is still healing. She knows he's gonna be okay. Like, Feyre knows that Rhys is gonna be okay, but just found out they're mates. Instead of like staying and having an adult conversation about it and working through their differences, she fucks off to a cabin to spend some time by herself.
Buddy, I can't tell you how many times someone's been like, I need space. And I'm like, for what? And they're like, I don't know. I just need to figure something. I'm like, all right, whatever. I mean, cool. Seems kind of immature. Like, what am I supposed to do here? I understand your husband's frustration now that I think about it. It's a massive red flag. It's, you know what I mean? Like, when you're
on her part.
Yeah. It's like a massive red. It's like, honey, you can't be trusted with important information because the moment important information comes your way, regardless of the circumstances, you run like a bitch. And she did. She even went to her best friend and was like, I want to be so secluded that that magic can't find me.
I need out now. Let's go.
And she's mad at Moore for not telling. It's like, honey, you know what Moore's been through? She's been through like thousands of lifetimes. She's been
mad
through
at everybody. She's
got friends that you'll never meet. She's fought in wars.
Yeah.
You killed rabbits.
Like, I get it. I think she's just tired of always being the last to know. She's tired of feeling like has no idea what's going on. she's so tired of feeling like she doesn't have a choice and she doesn't have agency, which is stupid and bullshit because she does. He's given her nothing but a choice and agency this entire time, but she doesn't know that because she doesn't know what she doesn't know.
He invented text messaging just so he could communicate with her.
I know, right?
That's awesome.
Because, listen, Rhys is the epitome of if he wanted to, he would.
And he did.
And he did.
And he did. And he did it only his way. Now he's got massive red flags. Let's not get weird.
Yes. He's not perfect.
No.
That's why I love him. He's morally gray. I love a morally gray man.
He's like, I know everything. And I'm more powerful than everybody, so I can do whatever I want. Mm-hmm. It's like, really? He's like, absolutely. I'm the one.
That's how it works. Yeah.
Rhys is the character of this book.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not. Like, I understand it's about her, but she's made it painfully aware this last little bit that he's the main character. Because she's running from the main character. And he's gonna get killed, and she's gonna be so sad. Mare makes sad, Feyre. She's gonna be so sad.
So
and then she's gonna go stay at the Red Keep and fall in love with another High Lord who's still 80 years old. 81.
I think you're confusing other things that you've read or not read. It's
what do you mean?
A whole plot of other. You're just taking plots of other books and other movies and putting them together.
The guy in the Red Keep, the guy in the water one, the Water High Lord. We talked about this. We talked.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the Red Keep. Like this is what the castle, and he's 80 years old, and they were flirting. Yeah.
Summer court.
She's just gonna be like, oh, I need to hide out. I should go to the summer court. That guy won't fuck me over, and he will. And then
I don't know. That is a story that could happen. I guess maybe.
No,
or
you know what?
Something else happens.
Laura is an absolute dog in this situation because she has zero stake in this. She literally could be like, ha, fuck you. I don't care. Like, she'd be like, you need to grow up, honey. It ain't about you right now. She can literally be that friend, and instead, she's the other kind of best friend where she's like, I got you, boo. And she takes her to this place, this cabin in the woods, and it's like, honey, the house is charmed. It'll just take care of your ass. All you have to do is be, and it's got you. You got plenty of hot water. The clothes are in the drawers. You gonna have food. As a matter of fact, I kind of want this for every girl I've ever met. So I can be like, you want to go hang on the cabin? No, it's like, I can't wait to hear about the inside of this cabin. I bet it's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, like the TARDIS.
It's like a TARDIS.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, yeah. This is like Yoda's house, but way nicer.
Oh my god, I would love it so much. That's what I want for my she shed. Like, I just want it to provide everything I possibly need.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I never have to leave.
If I turn this page right here, whenever I start reading the next section, and it says a clawfoot toilet or a clawfoot tub.
A clawfoot tub. You know it, girls like that.
You're gonna get a fucking text from me with jets. It's a jacuzzi tub. You're gonna get a text message from me. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna exactly. I mean, damn, this girl shit. You know what? You know how I know it's girl shit? I'm gonna say this out loud. No chores. There's not a broom in this house. There's nothing. Like when a dude doesn't want to wash dishes, you know what a dude does?
Buys paper plates.
That's it.
I know.
That's what are we doing? There's a reason there's no art on my walls.
Wow.
There's art, but it's over there, sort of.
You don't want to have to clean it.
Buddy, actually, I'm thinking about putting a piece right here and a piece right here. So, and one of them is Starry Night. And then the other one is a puzzle with Star Wars stuff. That I had frames. But,
I like it.
Yeah, it's dope. But
so,
I sprinted through this, by the way. Even after the sex scene, I still was like the out of nowhere place where they get attacked is crazy.
Yeah.
They get attacked actually out of nowhere. It's crazy. Yeah, if I read Clawfoot Toilet, oh my god. I just read tub in the first line. I'm putting it back.
Clawfoot tub. Yeah, it's great. But anyway, we have a little moment with her and Moore is like, I mean, he wanted to tell you.
Buddy. Honestly. She's so hot. Why is she the best character in this? She's the best. Like, I want my future female, obviously super, super, super patient lady to maybe blind and deaf to have a best friend like Moore. Not because I want to sleep with her, but like her. Who's like, maybe you're overreacting at everything that Luke does. Maybe he's actually has your best interest at heart all the time.
I mean, Moore is like the best wing woman, which is hilarious because she doesn't have them. But the rest of them do.
I'm sure she could accomplish all the things that old girl accomplished with the stabbing and the...
Oh, no, for sure. For sure. I just mean, like, because all the Illyrians have wings, and Moore is, like, part of that crowd, but she doesn't have wings, but she's Rhys's wing woman, so that's fun.
I do think about the Illyrian battle camp, and they don't actually have wings, but there's just, like, cans of Red Bull sitting around everywhere. They just giant Red Bull and fight each other. I mean, that's what I think about. Like, oh boy.
Yeah. It's true. But I don't know. It's very sweet. You find it out, and then now we have to, like, figure out what's going on. So
yeah, we have one more section of this book to go.
Two.
Well, no, one more. Like, there's 3 parts to this book. There's the big thick.
Oh, right. Yeah, we're in part 3. Yes.
We're like the mist. Listen, I think this is loads easier and better to read than the first one, the Beauty and the Beast version of A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's...
Now, do you understand what I mean when I said the first book is the exposition so you can read the actual book?
Yeah, I got you.
The actual book is the second and third book.
Right, because you said I probably should go ahead and order the third book.
Yeah, you need to go ahead and get that. Because let me be clear. No spoilers, but it cliffhangs so hard that you are going to want to immediately finish this and start the next one.
Okay. I can't tell you what I'm thinking.
Lucas.
Actually, I'm going to. Actually, we're past the point of rated R. I'm waiting for, like, the last phrase of this book to be like, it's like an intense sexual scene, and he's like, and he was about to thrust himself inside of me, and ... book 3. That's what I'm waiting to read. That would be awesome.
Oh
like, what a terrible,
that's like, that is not a cliffhanger. That is just edging, okay? Not the same.
Fair point.
Cliffhanger is going to be much more intense than that. And it's not of this actual.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The first sentence in this next chapter has to talk about a tub.
There was a deep sunken tub in the floor of the mountain cabin, large enough to accommodate Illyrian wings. I filled it with water near scalding. Not caring how the magic of this house operated, only that it worked. Hissing and wincing, I climbed in. That's the first paragraph.
Near scalding.
Scalding. Yeah. All the things that you know about women.
Buddy.
Congrats, Luke. You know.
How do I know this about a woman? Because...
you've dated a few.
It hurts. It fucking hurts.
The women... the hot water.
Not hot. I like hot water. The women are the scalding.
Yeah,
you know what's funny?
Magma that we showered.
This is funny. So it literally is only men that I know that are married, including my father. They all prefer scalding hot water.
All the men?
When they're deep into marriages. Yeah, all of them. They're like, oh yeah, I love my shower scalding hot. I'm just like, you've been brainwashed. We know this.
Yes.
What's wrong with you people? These were good men. God. So what's we're finishing a little early, but that's fine. What sections are we doing next?
Yeah. Sections we're gonna start chapter 52, and you're gonna read through chapter 56. So in the paperbacks, we're gonna start at 503 and read to 546.
546. Oh, 540. 46 is a shorty. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
And then, so just everyone can be prepared. That's the next section. And then the next, if you want to know ahead of schedule, we'll be doing chapters 57 through 62, and then 63 to the end. So there's only 3 sections left, 3 episodes left of our saga. At least of this book, and then we'll be on to the 3rd.
I accidentally glimpsed at the first sentence of one of the chapters. I did.
Can you not?
What am I supposed to do? I'm folding down the things to make sure I know where to stop.
No.
You don't get to tell me no. That's not how this works.
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Sir?
You're right. Excuse you. You're correct.
Got a little saucy there.
But it did. You keep on yelling at me.
Because I don't want anything spoiled for you.
Yeah, well, that one was a spoiler, but it's okay. I figured.
Well, did you enjoy finding out that they're mates?
Oh, good question. I gotta be. I'm pretty indifferent. I enjoyed that it was the Hybern soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't Spring Court. It wasn't Summer Court. It wasn't the other Illyrian camps. I thought for a minute it was the other Illyrian camps that hate Rhys, or it was the Night Court, the Court of Nightmares. I mean to say, I thought it was those. I enjoyed that it wasn't those. I was like, okay, so Hybern is gonna play a factor in this story.
A real and imminent threat.
Yes. Yeah. Because they mentioned in the beginning, they've attacked 3 other camps, and so like they're whatever. They're mates. Okay. But cool. Like their relationship is. I'm finding out in these books relationships are finite when the main character enters the story. So sometimes they just end, or sometimes they just start from nothing. So we haven't even figured out if we haven't met Elaine's husband yet. I've been thinking about that for way too much of the time because Elaine's brought up a lot in these last few chapters. Actually, she's brought up a lot. And hasn't like surfaced in a while, but since the Queens, but she didn't really do anything. So I brought up Elaine a lot, actually. A little foreshadowing, maybe? Huh. But, yeah, they're mates. Okay. Let's just... It's odd for me that Tamlin didn't notice it. That they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
That's odd. Or is that just a thing?
That they weren't mated?
Yeah. That's odd to me.
Well... Mates are rare.
They are. I haven't found mine. So.
Yeah. Mates are rare. That's why it's really special and sacred. Not everybody gets one. And sometimes they click in place later. But that's why when they click in place, if that person happens to have already been married to somebody else, the mating bond kind of supersedes anything that has happened before that.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like
the universe's way of being like, okay, you tried, but swing and miss. So
right. That's why I was talking about the Force, right? Because in they in that kind of fiction, it's like brings everything's a setup to continue a balance for the energy that's in place in that universe. It feels like this is a similar vibe. Like they're mated because they need to be in order for the future to happen the way it needs to happen, so that the circle can continue to expand and evolve. What is that? There's an equation that creates a curlicue that keeps on going around, that there's no such thing as an actual circle, that everything is just every time the line goes around, it gets a little bit bigger. Sequence. Exactly. Everything's just really just a Fibonacci sequence. That nothing repeats, but there's some really super similar things. Feels like that's what this is. Like the fact that they're mated is not. I like fantasy, so it kind of fits into my world. What did you think the first time you read it?
I loved it. I think I squealed the first time I read it. I think I squeed a little bit. I was like, squeed.
The thing that got me the most is when he said the thing that he said to her when they were like, what are you thinking? And he said, I think about you I lost you. Oh, you're back? Emily?
I'm back. I was gone for a second, but I'm back.
Put up one finger. Okay, that was a second too late.
I'm back now.
Put up one finger. Okay, cool. When he shared that he was like desperately, madly, deeply in love with her, that was actually a bigger thing for me. I was like, oh, what's happening? This is a full-on Aladdin confessing to Jasmine that he's actually a broke dude. Situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a straight rat. But I love him.
My favorite song in all of Disney is that song. Riff raff, street rat, I don't buy that. If only they'd go look closer. Could you see a poor boy? No siree. They'd find out there's so much more to me.
Aww,
I love it.
You're such a little Aladdin.
That in Santa Fe from the Newsies movie.
Newsies.
The movie, not the play. Fuck Jeremy Jordan. But
tell us how you feel about it.
I wish I was a cool, cute little chorus boy who just happens to sing tenor. Just kidding. I'm actually tall and cool. So.
Yeah, you are actually. That's all. That's good.
Kakashi said so.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah. So we're going to do the next section. We're going to read through the next section, take 1 or 2 days off, and get back to you all with it. Might do some live, kind of still trying to figure that out. But we'll figure that out. If we do it live, we'll let you people know because we like you people and we would love to see your comments. I think if we do it at nighttime, you think people will watch him?
Yeah, I mean, definitely like after work hours at nighttime. Kids are in bed. You can kind of, join us.
My time of day is the nighttime. A couple of deals before dawn. When the street belongs to the cop and the janitor.
We have to stop.
What are you talking about?
It's such niche inside. Like, this episode's for the musical theater kids.
Who? Who's musical theater? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the musical theater kids.
Somebody said, what's your favorite Bible verse? And I was like, do I look like I have a favorite Bible verse? Because I do. It's Isaiah chapter 57, verse 22. And they were like, what? And I was like, no peace into the wicked. Anyway, I think it's actually verse 21. But regardless, in the script it says 22. Look, we appreciate you. Stay tuned. We're going to keep going. We're going to move on to a court of whatever and whatever at some point.
Wings and ruin. A court of wings and ruin.
Spoiler alert, there are wings and possibly ruin in that book. And we got some other stuff on the channel. Make sure to stick around and find out. Twitter, Instagram, the Smut Oracle right here on all those things. The Kitchen Couch. And actually, let them know what they can do right now.
Like and subscribe.
And check out everything else. So until next time, later, taters.
Bye.